Chapter 17. Would Suwa really take good care of her sister? If he had cared for her properly, her elder sister wouldn't have ended up like this, locked away in the dark room of the Su family's house for 7 years, forgotten by the outside world. Some even believed Su Rochu had died. As these thoughts consumed her, Suanan gripped her phone tightly, anger flaring in her chest. She had merely forgotten to bring up Gumocheng, and now Suwa was using her sister to threaten her once again. Suwa was utterly shameless. He always used his eldest daughter as leverage to manipulate his youngest daughter into doing his bidding. When she resisted, he had gone so far as to try selling her body for his own gain. "Dad, I'll do my best," Suanan said flatly, suppressing her fury. Her answer, however, didn't satisfy Suwa. "Anan, I don't want you to try, I want a guarantee," he snapped. Suanan laughed bitterly. If Gumocheng refused to visit the Su family, Suwa would undoubtedly blame her. Suwa seemed to think Gumocheng was a puppet. Did he not understand their relationship? At its core, she was Gumocheng's wife in name only, a bed companion, a plaything. One day, if he grew tired of her, casting her aside would be entirely expected. Suwa had overestimated her influence. "There's one more thing," Suwa said after a pause, his tone giving Suanan a sense of foreboding. "What is it?" she asked, though she already dreaded the answer. "The Mu family has invited us to dinner tonight. I need you to attend," he instructed. "The Mu family?" Suanan scoffed quietly. So this was about that. Yesterday, Suwa had mentioned returning the engagement jade pendant to the Mu family. He wanted her to give it up so quickly. That jade pendant wasn't just any trinket. It had been given to her mother by Old Man Mu, and was one of the few things her mother had left her. It symbolized a part of her mother's legacy, and Suanan wasn't willing to hand it over. "Anan, did you hear me?" Suwa's voice turned cold. "Mu Jin, you and your sister are getting married at the end of the year," he added, berating her. Suanan had grown tired of hearing this refrain. If the pendant was so important, why didn't Old Man Mu come for it himself? "I'll go," Suanan replied indifferently, though she had no intention of surrendering the jade pendant so easily. She had already compromised once, and she refused to be pushed any further. The thought of asking Gumocheng to return to the Su family filled her with frustration. Gumocheng wasn't someone who could be manipulated into action. His influence and power weren't solely due to the Gu family's wealth. He had earned his position through his own abilities. If Gumocheng were interested in the Su family's business, he would naturally consider investing. But only if it benefited him. Sigh. Suanan let out a weary breath. Convincing Gumocheng to return to the Su family was going to be a daunting task. "Uncle Chen, do you have Mr.'s number?" she asked. It dawned on her that she didn't even have Gumocheng's phone number. The realization left her feeling strangely disappointed. Uncle Chen, the housekeeper, looked startled when he heard her question. "You don't have your husband's phone number, madam?" he asked, unable to hide his surprise. Suanan felt embarrassed. It was strange that she didn't have her husband's number. "Uncle Chen, do you have Mr. Gu's private number?" she asked, swallowing her pride. "Madam, I'll contact Mr. for you," Uncle Chen replied, sparing her the awkwardness. A moment later, the call connected. "Uncle Chen," came Gumocheng's clear, cool voice from the other end. The sound of his voice triggered a flood of memories from the previous night. Suanan's mind wandered to the fiery intimacy they had shared, the feel of his firm chest beneath her hands. Her face turned crimson as the vivid memory took over her thoughts, leaving her momentarily speechless.